All right, you ladies, we're live. This has been a while that we have had, first off, a trio live streaming,
Yeah.
but just seeing your faces all together on the screen. So it's a big bonus, Kimberly, when you get Debbie Beard on the live.
Right?
No kidding.
Busy.
I have to like, okay, you can do it.
Exactly.
Well, everybody, as you pop on, we just want to say thank you for being here. We promise not to take up too much time of your day, but we're really glad. And if you're catching this on the replay, we see you too. Comment below. I am streaming live on my Facebook page as well as YouTube, and I've invited two of my most favorite friends, Debbie Beard and Kimberly Ryder. We want to share with you a little bit about this workshop. Why are we doing it, and why do you need to know about this? So thank you. I see everybody popping on. Our beautiful My Michelle is going to be posting links. So if you have a question, you can't find something, Michelle will be right there to pop that link on my YouTube channel as well as my Facebook page. So you guys, we have a workshop coming in Edgerton.
Edgy.
I've been saying Edgerton this whole time. I don't even know where I got that, but either way, we're coming in just a few weeks. We want you to know what's a little bit different about this workshop. So I am Dion Woods. I'm the owner and artist of the Turquoise Iris Journal. I'm a DIY paint retailer, and Debbie and I like to get together every few months, travel around the United States, and I think this is number 12 or 13 for our furniture workshops. So you're all invited. That's the best part. And Debbie, I'm going to let you introduce yourself, and then Kimberly.
Okay, I am Debbie Beard. I am the I don't like to say owner of DIY Paint because it's very much a collective effort. I feel like myself and all of the retailers, we do this together. So maybe creative director of DIY Paint and DIY headquarters, a brick and mortar in Solana Beach, and Debbie's Design Diary on YouTube. And there's like many hats.
That's right. Those of you that are on YouTube right now, make sure you are following Debbie's Design Diary. You will be completely and totally inspired. Even if you've never heard of DIY Paint, you've not heard of Debbie, trust me, when I first watched videos from Debbie, I was hooked, and I thought, who is this woman? Didn't know she had a paint company, didn't know anything about her, but loved her YouTube channel, and that was probably like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And Kimberly is hosting us.
Yes, here. So I'm here, Kimberly Ryder, Styled Reverie. I am in a small little lake town called Edgerton, Wisconsin, and we're about 40 minutes south of Madison, Wisconsin. So if you're a foodie, Madison is the place to be. Lots of stuff. But this town is really small. It's a little lake country town, and I have a shop here, and I actually started my business painting furniture, and it just evolved over, I think, probably is it 7 years now? And now I have a brick and mortar, and I have workshops here. I invite other people to host workshops here, and I have clothing. So I'm really excited to invite everybody here to see a little bit of Midwest charm and some of the little art stuff that goes on within the community and all the surrounding areas. So it's a fun place to come visit.
Absolutely. We're so excited.
Yeah.
Debbie and I are so thrilled. So we have never been to that direction. Debbie, have you ever been to Wisconsin?
I don't think ever. I've been to lots of states, but never Wisconsin. But I like cheese.
Cheese and beer.
Cheese and beer. We just want to talk to your heart for just a few minutes. We understand the value of connection. We understand what it's like to be seen. This workshop is not for an exclusive group of people. This is not for people who are only artists or trust me, we all have days where we just go, what do we even do? But we always go back to the connection and to the community. And every time I leave a event where people have gathered together and shared their energy with me, I feel like I'm on cloud 9. I go home and it's like this restart, this refresh. It was just kind of like, y'all pushed that button for me and I went back and it's like, I didn't even know I needed it. You feel that too, Debbie?
Yes, yes. It's what gets me out of bed every morning. It's what brings joy, is connecting with other people and through creativity. It's been a lifesaver for me, and I just know that we need it. We need to bring people together instead of divide them. And this is a common denominator that, we all have creativity in one form or another. Even bookkeeping is creative. So it's my favorite part, definitely.
Um, it's absolutely the same. And Kimberly, you might have been to more of our events than anyone else. You might be the winner.
It fills my cup from the first time. Well, when I started the whole creative journey, I was in a spot in my life. I was pretty lost. I was dealing with some grief with my brother and things like that. And I really never traveled alone. I was always with work people or with somebody else. So my first workshop, in fact, I was talking to a customer about that this morning because I was saying, don't be afraid to travel alone. That was probably the first time I actually traveled alone. And I remember walking in and thinking, oh, all these women know each other. And I was ready to walk out, and someone recognized my face from the group and called my name. And I was like, ugh, I can't leave. But I was so thankful that she did, because I had the best time. And every time that I go to one of these things, they're different. Because I'm like, oh, should I go? I've been to these so many times, but there's always somebody in the room that either I need to meet or they need to hear something that I have to say. And that's what I take away every single time. It's a weird phenomenon for me, but it fills my cup, and it always takes me out of where I'm home into a different atmosphere, and I come home and I'm ready to take on the world. So that's what I love about it.
Which workshop was your first one, Kim?
It was the one in Oklahoma. I don't know which one it was, but Quita was there. There was a bunch, Anissa, but there was Marlis was there, and she was the one that really pulled me into the group as if we were best friends, because I was a wallflower. I mean, a complete wallflower. And she was like, nope, you're coming in, and the rest is history.
Yeah, absolutely. I wrote down 3 things, you ladies, that I hear more than anything when people are considering coming to an in-person event. And one is, I'm not an artist. I'm nervous to come alone.
Mhm.
And that was mine when I didn't want to come teach for Debbie. I'm like, I can't travel alone. And Kimberly, look at us, we survived. And then also the third one is this really worth the investment? So Debbie, I would love for you to speak to the I'm not an artist person.
I feel that every single day. Like, in my heart, there's a little girl inside my heart jumping up and down who wants to be an artist so badly. And then it's just a very hit and miss. I'll make something that I really love, and I'm like, I'm good at this. And then the very next day, crash and burn, just a complete fail. And I'm like, who do you think you are? But inside, I want to learn. I look at beautiful things that are made by other creators, and it just makes my heart race. And I think that's the biggest struggle for any artist, is feeling worthy to create. And it's something it's what I want to do more than anything, but it's what I struggle with the most. And I think that if there's anything I can do to encourage anyone else who's going through the same thing, I want to do that. I'm still figuring it out. Yeah.
Luckily, the creative community is the most compassionate community, and they allow us all to figure out as we go. And Kimberly had already kind of spoken to this I'm nervous to come alone that I hear all the time. So this last one that I hear a lot is this really worth the investment? And I'm going to speak to that one. I'm going to speak some truth into that, because I am a business mentor and I work with women every single day who question, should this be something I spend money on? Let's be real. I get it. And every single time I hear the value was much larger. Thank goodness. Or what if I didn't? If not now, when, ladies? And the motivation and inspiration I receive from other women who will invest in themselves and invest in their own creativity and just kind of like a girl's trip. I mean, we all know, I mean, none of us business owners really take the time to take girls' trips necessarily. But ladies, I am challenging you all, for those of you hearing this, for those of you on the fence, to think about how long it's been since you invested something for yourself and invested a little bit in yourself and that connection. Plus, it's a write-off. It's a business workshop, and you're going to paint with all of us. So there's a whole lot there. But Kimberly, take us through what it's going to be like as we come driving into Edgerton.
It's small. It is a teeny tiny little town. And, you know, Wisconsin does have a lot of small towns. So as soon as you drive in, you're pretty much driving out. But there's a ton of surrounding towns that kind of, it's like a big city, but named different spots. So when you come in, I love to host things. That's part of my background before I started painting furniture. I will have everything prepared to restaurants, shopping, because you're going to have a little bit of downtime. But then when you're here in Edgerton and the studio, we're actually going to be next door at Atria Hall. It is a beautiful event center. We all like old furniture, old things. She remodeled this place. It's gorgeous. So it's kind of like a tea party setting over next door, and then you can bounce back and forth. But we'll have some interactive stuff here, and obviously the painting, and we could pick brains and figure out how we do things. But as far as all the things that you can do here, there's a lot. We've got Madison, if you're a foodie and want some different types of food. We've got the Janesville, that's a complete art district, and the river is right there. So you can walk along the river, do shopping, from vintage stuff to taking pictures at the murals. If you've been to Nashville, they have different murals kind of put out. We've got that here in Janesville as well. So there's quite a bit to do. They're just in little small clumps of towns. So yeah.
All right. So I can't wait to be there. I think little towns are so incredibly charming. And honestly, when you came to my first retreat in 2020, Kimberly, you went home and opened your store. So that was
wow, that's some inspiration you gave her.
well, I mean, no. It was already building. I don't think that it was already building. So a lot kind of transpired since then. But I want to speak to you directly and say how overjoyed I am to have watched the growth that you have expressed, the leadership that you've stepped into. And I am so grateful to finally have this opportunity to come to your space and celebrate you, with you, and with Debbie and all of these other ladies. We want to spoil you rotten, don't we, Debbie?
And we're going to have a great time. We're going to dance. Going back to 7 years ago, I was in such a different space to be doing some of the things that we are now. I guess to speak to someone that's afraid, this is why you need to come, because you just keep breaking down those walls and you just keep climbing, and then the sky's the limit. It really is. So yeah.
Absolutely. I think the best thing we've ever done for ourselves and our own creativity is just to share it and say yes to the people that believe in us, right? For me, I said yes to Debbie. She believed in me. She believed when I didn't. And Kimberly, I know that I believed in you probably more than you believed in yourself for a while. And we all believe in Debbie every single day. Every single week she punches out a video. We're like, this is amazing. You got this, Debbie. Like, thank you, Michelle. I see that Michelle is posting the link there. So for those of you asking about Kimberly's Facebook page and where you can go and support her and kind of learn a little bit more about that, Michelle has posted the link on Facebook. She's also going to post it on YouTube as well. When you come to this workshop, we have it set up to where there's a VIP night, or it's just like the night before. We used to call it a VIP, but we found out everybody wanted to come. So we just opened it up to a 2-day event. So when you come in, we have an evening where we'll be getting together, kind of just having desserts, drinks, and really doing kind of a round table of like, who are you and why are you here and what brought you here and how can I connect with you? And then the next day, you'll come back and we'll spend 4 hours. Debbie and I are going to paint furniture and we want you to participate. We always want you to come learn. We want you to feel the paint. We want you to blend and spray the water and be like, because you will be shocked if you've never done this before. And also just feel the energy from all of the creative ladies. One thing we've learned, we don't know everything, and we are so grateful that everybody comes and also teaches us, because sharing the knowledge is very beneficial as well. So we'll have some snacks, and then afterwards we'll probably have a place where we're all going to kind of meet up for dinner. And again, you're all invited. We want to kind of spend as much time together as we possibly can. We have prizes. We'll be doing giveaways. Debbie, what am I missing?
I was going to bring some of my subscription boxes for prizes this time.
Dang.
Nice.
That sounds amazing. And then Kimberly, will we get to meet any of your family too?
Well, Tyler's actually over by you in Oklahoma training, but Daniel and my husband, Josh, will definitely be here. So yeah.
Oh, you got to drag.
The muscles moving everything around. So
yeah. And Michelle's coming and my Matthew will be there. Debbie, is Ellie coming?
Yes, we're coming. We're coming to film Kimberly's story.
Yeah. Yes. So another little special treat. You guys, if you missed any of Debbie's videos, one really special one, which will kind of give you an idea about this workshop, is by catching a video that Debbie put together where she interviewed another retailer, which was Michelle Rapogel, when we were in Tulsa. And she put this amazing video and gave kind of this backstory. Debbie's number one thing with having a paint company is because of the retailers. She supports the retailers in every way that she can. And you guys know that storytelling is her gem. It's her favorite thing to do and to pull the story. So if you missed that, Debbie, do you remember what the name of that one is on your YouTube channel?
There's a picture of chairs because it was Michelle Rapogel and her vintage chairs. And on YouTube, we can't title it like directly what it is because there's a little game you play to get people to click. So I think the title is something like one of the hardest videos I've ever had to make, which was true. Like I never lie in my clickbait titles. But it was one of the hardest videos I ever had to make because it was primarily dedicated to Michelle's story, and that's a passion of mine. Story brings people together who would otherwise be divided, and bringing people together. So we took snippets out of some of the attendees from class and had them tell their stories, but really telling a story in a way that's entertaining and makes you feel like you're there. And Michelle has a beautiful story, and Kimberly does too. And it was kind of a documentary style video, which most of our videos are more blog style. So it was harder to make when you're telling someone else's story. You feel a heavy responsibility to get it right. So, but it's a beautiful video. Ellie and I worked so hard on it. I'm really proud of it, and it'll give you a very good idea of what it's like to attend an event like this, because we encourage everyone else to tell their stories and connect through storytelling.
But going back to that, having Ellie there doing some of the filming that she did, a lot of us learned some of the things that she does and gets to see firsthand how that is. Or even like my first workshop, if painting is your thing, I'll never forget the light bulb that went off when Dion sprayed that. I mean, I tell customers all the time, I thought she was drenching it and I was drenching it and all the paint was coming off, and it's not. It's a totally different angle from what you see on TV or the YouTube. And I'm like, oh, that's not a lot of water. That's why it's not working. So it's just, yeah. So that was like, doop. So things like that you learn on the side the background stuff.
Absolutely. I think that is a takeaway that many people see. It's like, oh, Debbie's painting with not as much pressure, or Dion is she's doing things, or the water is a consistent question that I always get, because I've got to the point where I say, don't let it drip. That's not what we're doing. We're just spraying just a little bit, or spray your brush first. There's just some things, no matter how good that camera person is, that Ellie person or that Matt person is, you just can't see some of the details and understand pressure and the amount. So you will gain so much more than you ever imagined. Like I can raise my right hand to that. That is not clickbait. That is the absolute truth.
It is true. And for me, it's the friendships. It's definitely over the years, the really close friendships that I've gained from that. Sisters, I mean, like sisters that you choose. So it's, that's really.
Debbie, tell us a little bit about the retailers, just in general, about you lead women every single day, and have now for years and years and years, who are all trying to build their businesses, who are all probably overwhelmed and struggling one day and okay the next, and they go through so many ups and downs, and because you felt it, this. So speak to the retailer who might be listening today that really needs kind of this jolt and this connection in her creativity.
Oh, that's a hard one. First thing I would want to say to any retailer or anyone is that there's no formulaic way to do it. I have 300 plus retailers, and I get to see who's selling a lot of paint, and then I'm like, okay, what are they doing that I could be doing myself? Because I also have a brick and mortar. And what I've noticed is that in our top 10 retailers, they all do it in a different way. And I try and take bits and pieces of what everybody's doing that fit my lifestyle and what makes me excited. So there's no formulaic way, but also structure and systems in place will help you once you discover what it is that really makes your own heart sing and what you want for your brick and mortar. You do want to put systems into place so that you can keep doing it. I love making videos, but without a weekly schedule and the things that we have in place to make it go, we wouldn't be able to be consistent with that. So that would be those are the things that stand out in my mind. And then the other thing in retail these days, and also with these workshops, I turned 59 this year. And when you're about to be out of a decade, you kind of like, it's like at the beginning of the year, you ask yourself, okay, what do I want to do differently? And it's like, I got 1 year left in my 50s. What do I want to do? And I want to learn more. I want to have more experiences, and I want to value experiences over things. And as retailers, we sell things. We sell paintbrushes and paint and dresses and jackets. But I think it's really important to make your business an experience. And so creating that connection with your community and with your customers. So when they walk into your store, they're not just buying a candle and leaving. They are leaving with an experience and a skill. I think that is key to having a successful business, whatever your business may be, giving them a quality experience that's encouraging, that creates connection. It will bring you joy and fulfillment, and it will make a huge difference to the people that you come across.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm honored to be a retailer, 8 years now, and it's very important, and I feel always seen and valued, and I know Kimberly does too. Thank you. Michelle, she's posting the link. If you guys are just popping on here.
Oh, Michelle's posting links. She should post a link to the video I did about her.
Yes. Grab that off of the YouTube channel, Debbie's YouTube channel, please, if you can, Michelle. Thank you. Go, you will not be sorry. Get the ticket and go. Okay, I love DIY paint. It's the best. And Debbie is an amazing lady and artist and entrepreneur. Sheila has to know, Debbie, about your glasses. She says, did you paint the top of them or did they come this way?
Oh, I just got them at the grocery store this morning. They're that brand that you see in grocery stores a lot. I forget what they're called. Peepers or something. I don't know.
They're cute.
Oh, they are so cute, everybody. Portia says it is life-changing. So we have tickets available. You can go to theturquoiseiris.com. We promise not to keep you too long today, everybody. And I know that Kimberly had to lock her doors when she's got a busy day.
I had customers and I was like, ooh.
Oh my goodness.
You locked your door?
I did, but it'll be okay. They can go and get coffee and bring me the receipt I put on the door. So.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
Like I closed my door right at 5 when we were closing because I wanted to film something before the sunlight went away. And I hear this gentleman yelling at me through the gate. I just went out to my car to get my wallet. I have to buy something for my wife. I'm like, oh, okay.
Come on in.
Oh, ladies, I can't wait to have fun with you guys. We always have the best time. I can't wait to paint and to laugh and do all of my favorite things. I am so grateful for both of you. I'm grateful for everybody popping on the live today. If you're catching this on the replay, do let us know. And please share this with your friends, share this with family, share, especially if you know anybody in the surrounding Wisconsin area there that could literally drive there, let them know. Pass that word around because they need it just as much as we need it. So tag your bestie, get your mama, do something and come see us. Kimberly, I guess we're going to see you in just a few weeks.
Yeah, it'll be a good time. And I'm hoping to get you guys into a old-fashioned supper club. That's a big thing in Wisconsin. So,
Ooh, that's
supper club.
Supper club. Yep.
Okay.
We want to see you. There's no prerequisite. There's no qualifications. We just want you to come as you are and enjoy.
Yeah. And that's what it's about. Absolutely.
That's all it's about. Making experiences. You hit it nail on the head, Debbie. TheTurquoiseIris.com under workshops and retreats. Again, there's no separation between the two. It's just a 2-day, the event, and then the party day the next time. So we will see you all. I don't think I have anything else. Anybody else? Just come.
Yep. It'll be a good time, guaranteed. I've been going to so many of them, so they're different every single time.
All right, everybody, have a great weekend. And thanks for popping on here with us. I'll see you later. Bye, ladies. Love you.